Shout out to Alex Jose, Samuel Mendoza, Mark Pacelli, and El Tree for correctly predicting the exact score line of this match. You guys were right, 2-2. We were all right in the end. We all predicted a draw, most of us. I thought this game was going to be a draw. Even in the dying moments when it was 2-1, when Gelson put Portugal ahead, I thought Mexico was going to grab an equalizer. I just felt it. I thought it was going to be a 0-0 or maybe a 1-1, but it ended up being a 2-2. You know what? I'm happy with that. I've been generally correct. The first two games so far, the Confederations Cup, I had Russia winning. I had Portugal, Mexico tying. So we're on a roll here, guys. We're doing really well. Y'all are sidekicks or something. You guys got the lottery numbers that you can tell me about because I can use them. So look, first half, Mexico were the better team. Yeah, I know. You say Portugal created the most chances. Could have went ahead if not for the video assistant refereeing pulling back that goal from Pepe. But you look at the on-the-field play, the first 20, 25 minutes, Mexico did a really good job of silencing Cristiano Ronaldo. I think Portugal had almost, 0 or 1 shots on goal throughout the first 20 minutes of the game. Anyone who's opposed to video assistant refereeing, there's your evidence of why it's needed. You know, people say that it slows down the game because everyone looks at video replays. It took like 15 seconds. 15 seconds. And it prevented a goal that was offsides, that would have been awarded had this new system not been in place. And it would have put the team that was on the back foot ahead, undeservedly. So, eventually Portugal did score, though. You have to give Cristiano Ronaldo credit. That was a lovely pass to Quaresma, a great assist on the counterattack. Mexico's defense really went to sleep here because when Ronaldo ran down the left-hand flank and he made that assist to Quaresma, Mexico was caught ball watching. You look at all 3 or 4 different players were all focused on Ronaldo, and it left Quaresma wide open. So huge defensive gaffe on behalf of the Mexican backline, and particularly Salcedo. And the second goal of the game, scored by Mexico, was also scored through a mostly defensive error on Portugal's behalf, because I forgot who sent that long volley into the box, but you saw Rafael Guerrero. He couldn't get on the end of it. He didn't even try to get on the end of it. He just completely left Chicharito behind him with enough space to get through, and he netted the equalizer. So poor defending from Salcedo's part. Mostly ball watching Mexican defenders, and Rafael Guerrero for Portugal just did not have a good game. He didn't have a great game today, and he's much better than that. So, you know, we could have went into halftime all level at 0-0, but goals are more exciting that way. Second half, to be honest with you, mostly a snooze fest. I don't think it really picked up the high tempo of the game until the last 15 minutes or so. From that point on, it looked like both teams were content to settle this with a draw. Then, from like about the 79th or 80th minute onward, we saw the intensity pick up again. Cristiano with a wonderful header. Great save. Probably the save of the tournament so far by Memo Ochoa. It looks like he sort of returned to his 2014 World Cup form. I think he's a great goalkeeper. I don't know why he still plays for Granada. I think he deserves a boost to a better club. But yeah, that was Portugal's chance to go ahead so late in the game. Great save diving by Guillermo Ochoa. But, you know, I think eventually what happened was that Mexico made one crucial mistake, in my opinion, and that was subbing off Carlos Vela. I don't know why Juan Carlos Osorio made that substitution to bring him off, because you look at his presence on the field today. He was the main threat going forward for Mexico. Yes, Chicharito scored the equalizer, but Carlos Vela played an important role in setting up that goal. And you look at him up front, right now in this game at least, maybe it'll change as the tournament progresses. But in this game, he was really the teeth at the front of Mexico's attack. Without him, they looked significantly less threatening going forward. And that's why most of this half was a little bit dull until it picked up right at the end. So, in the end, I think that a draw was deserved for both teams. I'm glad Mexico stole it right at the end. Great header from Hector Moreno from the corner kick. I honestly believe if Portugal had won this game, it would have been a little bit of an injustice. I think it would have been a little bit of an injustice if Portugal won this game. Just because over the span of the 90 minutes, I thought that Mexico were the better side for 2/3 of the game, to be honest. Cedric's strike late on really could have been the final blow to Mexico in this game, but they didn't sit back. They didn't cave in. It was really a goal that came out of nowhere, to be honest, because you thought he was going to pass it to someone else that was closer in front of net, but he just took one turn to the left, struck it, beat Ochoa. So that was a goal that no one really saw coming. But credit to Mexico for keeping their heads together, for coming back into this game. And I believe Mexico deserved at least a draw from this encounter. So 1 point each. Russia's at the top of the group with 3 points. We did it, guys. We predicted the game correctly. Maybe not specifically the exact scoreline, all of us, but we got a draw. We said it was going to be a draw, and that's what happened. So stay tuned. Enjoy Cameroon versus Chile later today, and I will see you with my reaction video to that game. Peace.